Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early. Daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through Sunday. Let's jump into our study group for warriors for my hardcore heads. If you're new to the channel, this is how we get down on Sundays. I study every day. It's part of a program that I live, that I coach, and that I mentor. I take notes on what I study, and on Sundays I just go through my notes, offer you guys some extra stuff to think about. This is really just for my hardcore heads. Some of you just want to sleep in. Go sleep in. Who needs you? Some of us are up. We're programming. We're moving forward in our lives. While you sleep, we're moving forward. You wake up and you're like, geez, where'd they all go? Well, we're moving. So let's just jump into it. If anybody out there wants coaching and mentoring, go to my website. I always put the links below. If you want God to forgive you, you must forgive everyone and hold no grudges against man. So this works on this earth and in the afterlife. You have to forgive. People don't like this conversation. I certainly don't. I like to hold grudges. Grudges feel like lessons. They feel like that it's an aspect of your survival, right? I learned my lesson. Screw that guy. And you have this grudge against them, this lifelong grudge against your enemy. Maybe it's against your father. Maybe it's against your mother, your brother, your neighbor, your neighbor's dog. You hate that dog. But a lot of you beg for forgiveness because you want to get into heaven. God won't forgive you unless you forgive others. How dare you ask God for forgiveness? How dare you? The audacity. The nerve. Oh, you got some nerve. Asking for a favor like that when you're not willing to do that for another guy. Let's move on. What were some of Adam's sins? A lot of you think that Adam, from the story of Adam and Eve, that he was innocent, right? He didn't do nothing. It was all her. He got wrapped up in her crime. Eve brought down everything. Got him kicked out of the Garden of Eden. Oh, if it wasn't for her, everything would have been cool. Some people really believe that. But Adam sinned. Adam wasn't innocent. He had 4 sins, 4 really bad sins. Let's go over what his 4 sins were. Maybe 5 if you want to add 5 in. Let's see. Well, first, he fails to control his wife. Sin number 1. It's your responsibility. That's your woman. And she went and ate the apple. You can't control your chick? It's sin. It's a failure of manhood. It's a failure of Adam. He failed to control his wife. Sin number 2 is he followed her in eating the apple. He could have been like, no, you ate it, I'm not going to. We got some peppermint tea, it's my favorite. So he follows her in the sin by eating the apple, and he's like, yeah, I'll try it. He could have snitched on her, ratted on her. The second she had it, he could have been like, oh, no. Could have punished her, could have called God, could have kicked her out. Find me another chick. I got more ribs. God, make me another one. Third sin is, then he blames in front of God, so they get busted, right? And God's like, man, what'd you guys do? You know, I know what you did, but I want you to say it. Fess up. He blames her. He blames his wife. That's a sin. He blames his wife. He doesn't own up to it. He doesn't say, yeah, I really messed up, God, and, you know, I failed to control my chick, and then I ate the apple with her. Oh, this got all messed up. It's all my fault. No. He was like, well, she did it. She ate the apple. She's the one who picked it. She's the one who ate it. I barely had anything to do with this, man. It's a sin. The 4th sin is, then he blames God. He doesn't just blame her. Yeah, she ate the apple. Then he quickly flips the script, and he's like, well, you're the one who brought her to me anyways. That stuff's hilarious, man. He blames God for bringing her. So Adam is the ultimate beta male victim, the ultimate weakling man. So just on a separate note, though, about the story, what I noticed, this has nothing to do with the sins of Adam. It's just a weird thing I noticed. So Eve was created by Adam's rib, right? We can all agree on that. So wouldn't she, if she was created by his rib, we're just following the story, wouldn't she have the same DNA as him, right? So Eve was either, Adam's wife was either, remember they had kids, she was either a clone of him, a part of his body that they created a whole person out of, or she was his sister, his sibling. Either way, they had inbred, rotten little kids, or at least one of them was. We'll talk about Cain and Abel on another episode. Let's talk about success. Get off the Bible. If you guys want a reading, well, let's continue with the Bible just a little bit more, and then we'll move on. It is Sunday. And you guys know I'm not on here to try to convince you to be a Christian. If you're a Muslim and you're watching this, you can still follow along. It's the mind, body, and soul. We're just talking about some spirituality stuff. Let's go to Romans 14:22. Chapter 14:22. Follow along in your Bible. Let's actually start off at 20. Put it in some context. Romans 14:20. Do not destroy the work of God for the sake of food. All food is clean, but it is wrong for a man to eat anything that causes someone else to stumble. It is better not to eat meat or drink wine or to do anything else that will cause your brother to fall. Now this is line 22. So, whatever you believe about these things, keep between yourself and God. Blessed is he, the man who does not condemn himself by what he approves, but the man who has doubts is condemned if he eats, because his eating is not from faith, and everything that does not come from faith is a sin. It's a damn dirty sin. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about success. You guys want to be successful? How do you be successful? I want to be successful, but I don't know how. Well, you got to be disciplined. Start off with discipline. Be massively disciplined. More than you are. You could always be more disciplined, and you know it. You got to be honest with yourself. Maybe that should be the first one. You want to be successful? Be honest. Second one, be disciplined. Third one, be driven. Have some drive. Have some get up and go. Have some dreams, some realistic dreams. Be pragmatic, not some fantasy following idiot. Be open-minded. There's a lot of closed-minded, negative nillies that can't move with the times. They can't accept new ideas. They can't even accept another person's idea. They're control freaks. Be open-minded. You want to be successful? You're going to have to do these things. If you want to fail, then go against it. Cross your arms and, start shaking your head and being like, Sky, you don't know nothing. Fine, go be a failure. I'm giving you the rules to success and how to do it. Be a risk taker. Take risks and chances. You're going to have to go into the unknown and risk failure. You might fail. Some people are never successful because they don't want to risk failure. They play it safe. They never leave the porch. Now, this is a weird one that some people don't really get, but if you want to be successful in anything, whether it's business or love or anything, just success in general, you're going to have to learn to be a little social. There's a lot of antisocial people around these days. I find myself becoming more and more antisocial as I get older, and I have to fight against it. Be social. Social people with large networks that know people are successful. You want to be in tune with the trends. Now, you don't have to be a trendsetter, and you don't have to be trendy, but you want to be in tune with the trends, what's going on right now, the latest thing. And this is about timing, particularly with business, but it works with love also. You want to be successful with love, you might want to learn some timing. And having the right timing is somewhat of an art form. The final thing with success is you want to learn how to scale up. You're going to have to know how to scale up, how to grow how to grow a business, how to grow a family, how to grow a relationship, how to grow. Let's move forward. Don't let victimhood become your identity or your security blanket. Stop identifying as fucked up. So what? Aiming up. Aim high with your goals. But, you want to have realistic goals. So being king of the world may not be a realistic goal. Being a king, absolutely a realistic goal. So anxiety is a response to perceived obstacles, not a path forward. You need to calm down to see the way. You need to have faith as you move forward. And this will give you confidence in your actions. Oh, geez, this is a whole rabbit hole. This is a rabbit hole that I don't know if we have time to get into. I wanted to dissect the word peace. A lot of people talk about peace. I just want peace. So I did some research into this word peace. I'll have to make another video because that's a good 10, 15 minute talk just in itself. Let's end it off here. Frauds always get found out. You know that, right? With anything you do and with everything you do, you're going to have to give it all your heart and be real. You want to start a business? Be real. Be all about it and be real. If you're not all about it, people will realize you're a fraud. You Fred Durst your way into that business. Like you were just in it for the nookie, right? Like that stupid song. You were just into it for the money, for the attention, for the recognition, for the validation. You weren't really into it. The frauds get found out, but only by those who see it. Some people are fools and they get tricked by frauds all the time. You might. But a fraud can't hold up the scam. That's the thing, is it's just so hard to hold up that scam forever. It'll always fall through. If you're not the real deal, the lie, the scam, that front will always fall apart. It gets too heavy to hold up. I mean, a fraud will always get found out because people are researching everything, man. They will research your background. They'll research everything you've ever said, everything you've ever done, every concept you put forward, everything. And they'll find you out. And if you're not all about it, if you're not the real deal, it doesn't mean you have to be the smartest or the best. It just means you have to be real. If you're not the real deal, you will be exposed. And bottom line is, we'll end it here. You can fool some of the people some of the time. You might be able to fool all the people all the time. I know people who think that. I know some slick motherfuckers who don't even get wet when they go into the water. Oh, they're so slick. But you can't fool God. No, sir, you can't fool God. Food for thought.